So you're thinking about moving to Memphis in the Mid-South. Well, in this video, we're gonna show you all around Lewisburg. Lewisburg is a suburb of Olive Branch. It's a newly annexed area and they are building up like mad out there. So we're gonna take you down there and stick around to the end so that you can know if you need a friendship door in your life. All right, let's go to Lewisburg. So if this is the first time to my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Memphis and the Mid-South, then hit subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know all there is to know about the current market conditions in Memphis and the Mid-South. My name is Amy Clark with Realtors. I get calls every day from people just like you, whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months. Feel free to reach out to me and hit the contact information below. We would be happy to help you make that move as smooth as possible to Memphis in the Mid-South. Now let's take a closer look at Lewisburg. Okay, let's look at this neighborhood. This neighborhood is the culverts. You see the driveways? There's ditches and there's sidewalks. There's lots of rolling hills in this neighborhood. Most of the houses are over 3,000 square feet and 3-car garages. And like I said, there's just hills everywhere. So you're gonna live on top of a hill. You're gonna have basically a ditch in the front of your house. And these are about an acre, a little under an acre, a little over an acre. They're still kind of building around here. There are a few lots left. When you build a new construction with a private builder, it's gonna take about 9 months to a year to build a house. So yeah, you get garages, 2 stories, covered patios, an acre lot. And this is in the Olive Branch area. And these houses are not gonna be sold for under $500,000. You can see how large the lots are. Good size yard. Not gonna have neighbors peering over into your backyard, really. I mean, you can put a fence up. And these houses, a client of mine just built a house in here with a private builder, and it took him a little over a year, but that was because of COVID and construction and supply chain issues and everything else. But he built a beautiful house in here. Took him a little bit of time, but that was good. There's not anything for sale in this neighborhood right now. But this major road, well, okay, so now we're driving to Lewisburg. Lewisburg, as you can see, is in the country. It's still considered Olive Branch. It was just recently annexed. But all these fields, they're corn, and one of them is a sod farm. So builders actually go buy sod, and that looks like a junkyard, but I think it's a landscaping company. So it feels like a long way out in the country, and it's gonna be, this area of Lewisburg is gonna be about 5 miles from a grocery store. So now you're gonna be really close to the new Interstate 269 that goes around to I-55 to get you right to the airport in about 35 minutes. And you can go up through town and you can get to the other interstate, 78. So you're not too far from major interstates, but it is definitely a country feel. So we're gonna come up here on the neighborhoods, and there were the high school, the intermediate, the primary school, intermediate school, and the high school are all built on this road. And all of these houses have been developing in the last 10 years or so around the school district. So this is one of the Lewisburg schools right here. So this is the school district. And all of these houses feed right into this Lewisburg area. So there's lots of new neighborhoods, new houses being built. So this is gonna be all new construction within the past, 5 or 6 years. All these houses really bloomed up. Turn into a neighborhood here, and there's your little shops. We'll talk about those little shops here in a second. So that's the model home. This is a Regency builder. These builders give incentives for money off closing costs, or they give you blinds, or they'll even build you a fence in this case. And the building bonuses, if you go through this builder, they're pretty substantial. I think the last one I saw was something like $24,000 to the buyer. So that was good to use with appliances or fences or blinds or upgrades in the house, whatever they like to do. So this neighborhood is completely different than the last one we were in Olive Branch. This one's really flat. They took all the trees down. Builders need to do that. They need to take all the trees down to make it more cost effective on their part. And these lots are gonna be ranging from 1/4 of an acre to 1/2 an acre, and that's about all you're gonna get. You're not gonna get much bigger than that. But there's about 3 lots right here in the back of this cove. Double doors, basically 3-car garages, And what I'm seeing is on the garage side, if you look at the garage side, not there, yeah, there was one on that house. You're gonna have your living room, your dining room downstairs or an office, and you're gonna have 3 bedrooms, game room upstairs. I'll catch one of these houses. If you look at one of these, and here in about a month, we're gonna start seeing all the Christmas stuff and the Halloween stuff. Well, Halloween stuff first, and then it goes right into Christmas lights. And there's a little company around here that will come out and do all your Christmas lights for you. So that was the end of that one. Let me go to the next one here. So we're in Lewisburg, and I'll hit play on the, all right, so see, there's extra lots here. They're still available to have plenty built out here. Well, I'll turn the corner here in a second and we'll get a better look at these houses. A couple houses out here for sale. So that's a corner lot. That's a really big house on a corner lot. And it's got a covered patio right here. In the back, you can see where the fireplace is. Outside fireplace with a covered patio. Sidewalks in this neighborhood as opposed to the last neighborhood, there was the culverts and the ditches and no sidewalks. But this one, nice covered patio. Love the covered patios. There's a house for sale in this neighborhood, and it's gonna run you $624 for the new construction. It's gonna be 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms on almost a half an acre lot out here. And that's from the builder. You can also find one that's $549 for sale in this neighborhood, and that's an existing home. So not many for sale, but you can buy pre-sales from the builder, and they can build you a custom house. So I'm gonna get one of these houses where we see what's called a friendship door. Friendship door is a door on the side of the garage that's not, you don't have to go through your garage or your front door. They basically come directly into your kitchen, and that's why it's called a friendship door. Little community park they just built right here. And in that neighborhood we just left, there was a community pool. That's what what's your HOA pays for. These houses all go to the Lewisburg School District, A-rated schools. These are the villages of Hawks Crossing, across the street from the school again. And we'll see a friendship door for sure over here. I saw several of them. 3-car garages, corner lots, manicured yards. This neighborhood is maybe a year or 2 older than the one we were just in. Trees are a little older. Look at these garages. I'm looking for a friendship door since I saw them all in the other one. So that's a ditch. That's the overflow for when it rains. And because of the hills and the rolling stuff that we have out here, you really have to have that overflow. And that's common to see that in neighborhoods around here. Pretty big houses, everybody's yard's well done. And the builder didn't take every tree down because you do have some trees, some mature trees behind you. So he took down what he needed to take down to build these houses, and then left a perimeter of trees around it. So that was nice that you don't have just farmland behind you. The houses look pretty much the same style architecture, but they're all gonna be different on the inside. Oh, you need to do your yard. Sometimes your yard can get away from you. Of course, I started talking about the friendship doors and you can't see one any. You see me in the reflection. Yep, 3-car garages. That street may or may not be extended to another neighborhood. It's just depending on what the builder's plans are in the neighborhood. Here's the pool that you're paying for in your HOA phase. There's a house for sale. That's probably the one that's $549, $900. Little bigger lots over on this side. So we're driving through the schools, and I'm gonna show you the new little shopping center that was just built out here. There is nothing out here, okay? This is in the middle of the country. You have your 3 schools, and you have a bunch of neighborhoods built up behind it, and a new interstate going right to the north of here, or to the south of here. And so this is all that is out here. So this is solely residential. It's not gonna be like some parts of Olive Branch are, where you have, here's our new little shopping center. So they just built this, and we got a new Mexican restaurant right here. And those 2 spaces out. Nail salon, barber shop, Patriot Nutrition, and Milano's Pizza. All right, New York Pizza. So you can eat pretty close to your house. You can get some pizza or some Mexican food. Your kids go to school right here in this area, and you don't work in this area. There is nothing else out here. You have to go into Memphis or into South Haven or Olive Branch to work, or if you're going to FedEx, or that's Memphis. So but that's the little country shopping. You're gonna have a gas station, 1 gas station, which is brand new, right here, next to these little shopping centers, and your Mexican restaurant, it'll do well, your barber shop, your nail salon, and that's what you get. Everything else, you're gonna have to drive at least 5 miles to go to the grocery store. So to get to Kroger in town. So, all right, that's Lewisburg, and I'll take you into a different neighborhood in Olive Branch. So let's get on to that one. Okay, so here we are in Olive Branch. We're looking at some dirt lots right here. Now, this neighborhood has got 3 fishing ponds, 3 lakes, 3 gazebos, lots of walking trails, and a few houses for sale. You're gonna find houses in this neighborhood ranging from, let's see, $549, $555. We're coming up on 3 of them. Look at that pretty pond. They all have fountains in them. And this is definitely a walking neighborhood right in the heart of Olive Branch. We're not too far from the Lewisburg area. It was about a 3-mile drive to this side of town. There's a lot right there. So these houses, now these are new. This one's a new one right here. And that one's $559, $4, $519, and $614. So these houses range for about $100,000 difference depending on the size. But if you buy the house to the left we're looking at right here, and you see this empty lot we're sitting in front of right here, that lot will be sold and you will have construction for at least a year next door to you. So just be aware, this empty lot right here, there's a house built to the left that's for sale. There's a house built to the right that's for sale. But this lot will be built. When you buy any new construction, just think if you buy next to an empty lot, it's possibly going to be. So house, empty lot, and a house. That's exactly what I was just talking about. And that one's for sale too. That one's $519, $504, about 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, pretty close together. You're gonna get pretty small lots over here, quarter acre lots. That's another lot that's gonna be built on. And right behind me there, you can't see it, there's another house for sale right here. All right, so this is, I was chasing around the Amazon driver. Nice turret there, and now some more empty lots. So that's just one little section of this neighborhood with new construction in it. And so they kind of divided it off from the other side of the neighborhood. So we'll drive out of here and we will look at the other side of the neighborhood in just a minute. These lots are in this new part of this neighborhood, or the section we're going to now. It's been there for a while, 10, 15, 20 years, but they're still building it. So coming right up here on College, get out of this one, and they're repaving our streets in town. So that's nice. In the country with $500,000 homes. This neighborhood we're gonna drive into is a pretty large neighborhood, and it's been building for over 20 years, just the same as mine has. So, all right, here we come on this one. So your smaller houses are gonna be in the front, your smaller lots. These are the older homes, 15, 17, 18 years old. Has an HOA. This neighborhood has a private pool that you can join, but most of these houses in here, if you want a pool, you're gonna already put a pool in your yard. All right, so once we get around back here, we can speed up through this one. This one's about 15-minute video, but I wanted to show you the larger houses in the neighborhood. But here in Olive Branch, as of today, and I know this will change by the time you see this video, but as of today, there are 243 houses for sale currently in Olive Branch right now. There's about 81 days on the market to sell a house in our area. Maybe getting into some bigger lots here, some newer homes. There's 8 or 9 houses for sale in this neighborhood right now, and they range in price from $700,000 to almost $900,000. And you'll see what you get for a $900,000 house. 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 5,000 square feet on almost an acre lot. So this neighborhood also has sidewalks, and some of them have fences, some of them don't. And this was a Saturday afternoon. This was today. It's a Saturday afternoon, driving down through here, and it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and the driveways are long enough that the streets aren't littered with cars. You have enough garages. You have 3-car garages on most of these. Mostly have fences. Ooh, Olive Branch Cop. That's a pretty house he lives in. So your HOA is gonna get onto you about keeping your yard up, which is good. They're gonna keep the pool up. They're gonna keep the ponds up and all of the fountains going and all the stuff that they have going on back here. And if your fence falls down, they'll give you a citation for it. If your grass goes up, they'll give you a citation for it. That's what you deal with an HOA. But it keeps, an HOA is good, an HOA is confusing. There's your pool that you're paying for with 24-hour surveillance on it. you'd need a key and a code and all kinds of things to get in there. So you could be assured that other people that are there are actually people that live in the neighborhood or are guests of homeowners. And you can see the rolling hills in this neighborhood too. Always be sure that when you are looking at houses, you don't want to be in a lot where you have a house that's a little higher than yours and their property and their water drains into your yard, and then you're sitting a little higher than the next neighbor. It's just gonna cause some wash away and some erosion, and you would eventually have to make room for, put some money aside for French drains, so that if you have dogs and you want a good yard, it's not just a giant mud pit that's washing away. So one thing to think about when you're looking at houses. And also, we just had a whole bunch of rain here, and it rained constantly for almost 48 hours. We didn't get a lot of rain, but it just didn't stop. Well, we had flash flood warnings and stuff, and that's fine, but the best time to look at a house is when it is torrential downpour. You see where water goes. You see if you're gonna have a problem when you go to buy this house, or if you live in this house and you saw it on a sunny day and everything was dry. Well, what happens if we get a hurricane like just came through last week, a couple days ago? And with the torrential downpours, you're gonna have, there's a friendship door right there. I got one. I love a friendship door. Okay, so the friendship doors, your friends come into the kitchen. They don't have to go through your very precisely cleaned garage. You can keep the garage closed with your cars in it, and they don't have to go and be so formal and go through the front door. So, all right, friendship door, yay, we found one. There's gonna be plenty more of those friendship doors around here. And there's another one, yay. It's also easy for other people to come in the house too. You don't always have to go through the garage. So, but like I was saying, getting back to the water when it's raining, go see houses when it is pouring down rain. Now this is the first amount of cars I've seen, so somebody's having a party there. Now we're getting into the bigger houses. These are gonna be 4-car garages, 4,000 to 6,000 square foot homes, an acre lot, and this is just in the back of the neighborhood. As you can see, the houses are getting a little larger. So you're gonna be spending between $800,000. There's a porte-cochere, drive through the house, and the garage is in the back. Love those. I also like the brick inside of the fence, where the fence is attached to the bricks. What the columns. Wrought iron fences, very nice. Garage in the back of the house there. Friendship door. I'm on a kick on friendship doors today. So this house is amazing. This one is not for sale. You cannot buy this one. These are coves. It's just a cove with these giant houses. That's a little house too right there. But its front yard is your pond, so that's pretty awesome. And the gazebos. There's 3 gazebos around this neighborhood that are available for picnics and whatever for the homeowners to use. All right, as we continue to watch this giant neighborhood here, these big old houses, I'll tell you what we went through. We went through the map of where Lewisburg is. Lewisburg is a suburb of Olive Branch. It was just annexed by the city of Olive Branch. And these houses, they feed into Olive Branch School District, and the houses in the Lewisburg that are still at Olive Branch address, but they're in a suburb of Lewisburg. So in Lewisburg, they are gonna be going to the Lewisburg School District. That didn't make any sense, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay, we saw houses ranging from $500,000 for new construction up to $900,000. Right now, today, there's only 2 houses in our Olive Branch area for sale over $1 million. And one is 1.8 million and one's 0.125 million. And those are in gated communities that I did not drive into today. And here's another look at these beautiful trees and the ponds. And we saw lots of dogs walking their owners today, walking around. It was a pretty nice day because it's been raining so much lately. But you can fish in some of these ponds. Now the homeowners association will tell you exactly what you can and can't do everywhere. They have their rules and you're gonna be paying for them. So when you have nice, beautiful neighborhoods like this. Well, I hope you enjoyed our video today. Look at this house. It's almost big. Yeah, it's big. He's got a friendship door. He doesn't have a very small house either. All right, that was fun. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you understand where Lewisburg is and where Olive Branch is and where your kids go to school. That's what, this is Mississippi. Everybody thinks there's something backwards about Mississippi, but I don't think we're too backwards. I think we can build some good houses down here. Someone say a friendship door, spot it. Oh, there's one, right? Yep, I see it. All right, thanks for watching with me today, guys. And there you have it, a little look at Lewisburg and Olive Branch neighborhoods. 3 very different types of neighborhoods, some houses, some country shopping. And if you're looking to live, work, or play in Lewisburg, Memphis, or the Mid-South, give me a call. Do you need a friendship door in your life? If you do, call me. I'm Amy Clark with Cry Like Realtors, your go-to realtor for living in Memphis and the Mid-South. If you're thinking about buying or selling, let's connect. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more local insights and real estate tips. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my new videos. Let's make your Memphis dream a reality. So if you are ready to dive deeper into the Memphis market, schedule a free consultation with me today.